Good morning, afternoon, everybody. I'm Kelly, Giacomo the Shaman, the 13th pillar of the Cloister Duratura Plague Record Prophecies, being fulfilled in real time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, Spirit, for this time. I thank you for your presence. I thank you for your guidance. I thank you for your enlightenment, intuition. I call you in. I clear the air, and I call in Spirit. So, good morning, everybody. Afternoon now, I guess. It's 12:15 in the afternoon. I've had a slow-going morning. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. I got some good sleep. Took a shower. Got some quiet time this morning. I spent a lot of my morning meditation and connecting to Spirit. Seems a little dark in here. I'm going to turn the light on. That's better. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody's had a productive week, an enlightening week. I hope that all these astrological transits and conjunctions this week haven't been too energetically difficult for everybody. I hope that you are able to tune into the energies of the astrological charts within your charts. I hope you're able to incorporate the energies into your daily life. I hope that you're being present and grounded in your life and starting out with alternate nostril breathing and grounding yourself. And I learned a new technique last night that was very helpful in my situation after I was able to calm down. I got a good night's sleep. And I applied it to before I went to bed, a little ritual before I went to bed, and it seemed to help. I woke up with a lot of clarity. Great clarity. I woke up with a great deal of clarity this morning and an insight, and I'm grateful for that. And during my meditation reading that I do before I even step on to broadcast, my intuition was confirmed. So basically, I've got an idea of what I need to do to move forward from here, at least in the moment, for the now moment. And I'm going to take my movement slowly, and I'm going to be slow. I'm not in a hurry. I don't have to be in a hurry. I am true to the situation, and I am grateful this morning. And I am grateful that I have clarity, and I'm grateful that I get to show up this morning for myself, and that I showed up for myself yesterday in a way that was different. I didn't, what's that saying? What's the definition of insanity within the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, or, recovery? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Well, I didn't do the same thing over again yesterday. I changed my approach and how I dealt with the situation, and getting different results. Right now, I don't know what that looks like. I do know that my movement is required in order to facilitate and to initiate the outcome that I need. In order to unlock the blessings in the situation, from the situation, simply by walking out what I know to do, doing the next right thing, and staying true to my path, staying to the right. Stay to the right. Do the next right thing. So that's what I'm committed to do. So this morning I'm going to be taking my time slow. I have come to the conclusion that this broadcast is going to become me bringing others into my journey as I walk this out. My community isn't here where I'm at. My community is here. It's on the other side of this video. It's on the other side of this feed. You guys are my community. And I'm here watching this out and sharing this with you with transparency, authenticity, and determination. And I'm hoping that this will unlock the blessings and the abundance that is waiting for me to vibrate at its level. So I am walking this out. I'm walking out my intuition. I am being present with what I know, and I am going to be true to myself in this situation and acknowledge that I may not know everything, but what I do know is that it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to separate myself from the situation, that the outcome that I originally came here for to achieve is not going to be acquired. I don't get one big happy family through this, obviously. Wasn't meant to, not in this setting, not with these people. I fulfilled my purpose here for this time line, for this particular period, for where I'm at and what I'm doing, and now I get to move on. And I don't know what that looks like yet, so I get to walk that out. And so I'm going to do my best to do so. And I hope that I get the support of my community when I walk out this journey, because I'll be sharing it with you. So I work with Self-Care Cards by Cheryl Richardson. So let's see. I'm probably not going to talk much. I added some videos to my timeline today that are shorter about the Keylontic science that I speak of, and I'm talking about the science of spirituality. Science and spirituality are one and the same. How can it not be, right? I've been in the process of activating my Cathara grid. This morning I've learned some techniques and some sound tones, and I've shared those videos on my timeline. The original light language, Anuhazi, is the language and the tones that will activate your chakras and your dormant DNA strands. And that's what I'm playing right now, actually. These are Keylontic tones that apply to the water element. These are the 13 virtues, law 1 of the water element. They have videos for every single element. So the creator is Sacred Womb Oils is the ones that I found these mantras on. And they have mantras for every element. I'm saying the water element because clearly the water element is what I need to be connected to today. My card reading last night, if you watch the video from yesterday, the second one, the reading was all cups. All cups showed up yesterday. And then the Sacred Wisdom's card that showed up was purification through water. So I did that. I stood in the shower. I've been hydrating. I stood in the shower and I prayed and I connected with spirit, and I've got clarity today. And I'm going to be walking this out slowly. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in danger, so to speak. I just need to move on. And I get to figure out the best path for me to do that. And in order for me to do that, I have to put one foot in front of the other of what I know to do. So this is me showing up for myself right now. I'm advertising or broadcasting my true, unfiltered, energetic frequency onto the grid in its full integrity, because my genetic codes are overriding the phantom matrix frequency net, which means that the shadow entities are no longer in control of the phantom matrix frequency net. And that's good news. As a 13th pillar, I am anchoring the overwrite codes into the grid. And as a 13th pillar, I am also the Mother Ark, the Flame of Amaria, this biological avatar is, and I am housing and incubating the gestation of the atom seed, which is the Christos consciousness, the Christic morphogenetic blueprint of divine, celestial, angelic human beings that we have the potential to be if we activate our 12-strand dormant DNA and apply what's called ascension mechanics, spoken about through Keylontic science and the Kathara true tree of life. Retreat. I cut it on retreat. I spent a day in retreat. After I was assaulted yesterday, I went into retreat and was able to regroup. Took some rest, got my energy grounded before I re-engaged in the world. I did a live broadcast where I was asking for help in the middle of my situation because I figured out I'm all alone, and I have a problem with not asking for help when I truly do need it. And Source has got me kind of backed into a corner where I have to act differently. I have to behave differently. I have to do things differently. I have to be different. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being different. I'm okay with loving myself and setting boundaries and standing my ground when I have to now. I mean, even more so than anything. I do not let people influence and manipulate me anymore. Not blindly. So today is self-care. Today, we are being guided to for self-care is playfulness. Playfulness. I like the magician on the card, right? Playfulness. It's our childlike joy. It's where we manifest our true desires from. Are we living from our heart space? That's what the magician is. Play with a child. Children are your greatest teachers. Are you listening to your inner child? What lights you up inside? Are you spending time being playful? Are you spending time around children? And make sure this playfulness is anchored in truth. Make sure it's not a distraction from what you're meant to be doing, right? So these are the Mindful Reflection deck by Prism and Fleur. Keeps cutting on the same card every day for the last few days, and that's things don't ever really get easier. The challenges don't disappear. You just become more elevated and capable, and that's come up like every day this week for this deck. When I'm cutting it, only when I'm cutting it. Sorry, my hair is... I'm trying to get used to my hair, so I apologize if I keep messing with it. Let me try to tuck it. So what do we need to reflect upon today for July 16th, 2026? Just because you're feeling it doesn't mean it's true. Just because you're feeling it doesn't mean it's true. Feelings are fleeting. 90-second rule. The 90-second rule. Just sit with whatever you're feeling for 90 seconds. I will outlive all my enemies. I cut it on. This is a slightly unhinged affirmation deck. I got it from a friend, or it was a gift from a friend. Today I am as focused as a cat with a laser pointer. Today I'm as focused as a cat with a laser pointer. I guess it could be somewhat true. So today we've got the self-care. Just for self-care today, we need to find playfulness. Play with the child. Children are our greatest teachers. Are you living from your heart space? Are you in joy? Make sure that joy is anchored in truth and not a distraction, not distracting you from what you should be doing, but being playful with what you should be doing within truth. Just because you're feeling it doesn't mean it's true. And today I'm as focused as a cat with a laser pointer. So I'm just here to check in today. I'm going to just do a quick reading. We're going to use the Tree of Light Tarot today. Oh, no. Okay. No? All right. No, Spirit doesn't want me to use the Tree of Light or the Tarot of Light. She wants me to use the Light Seers deck today. So we're going to use the Light Seers deck. So let's see. Cut it on Temperance on reverse. That's the second time that card showed up for me today. The Temperance is reversed is just telling me that I've been in some friction. My inner world has been disrupted, I meant to say. There's been some extreme events that have happened that have disrupted my world. What would you like to say today, Spirit? What do you have to say? I thought you wanted me to use this deck. Come on. Okay, so we got the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles in reversed, and the Tower in reversed. In reverse. So the Ten of Cups, you know, this is the great big happy family card. This is emotional fulfillment. It's, you know, great big happy family. Emotional fulfillment, achievement. King of Pentacles. He's regal. He's smart. He's content in what he's created in his life. And he's confident in it, right? And the Tower reversed. So the Ten of Cups, I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love to my relationships. So this is community, love, soulmates, harmony, divine connections, heart opening, expansion, wholeness. This is wholeness, emotional fulfillment, right? It's love. It's that, you know, one great big happy family. It's a community. It's thriving in that community and that being supported with a family and love and being emotionally fulfilled, being connected to others who are like-minded, right? And not causing conflict. This card has a powerful energy of connected hearts, giant love, and devoted acceptance, often seen as the one big happy family card. Is a giant yes for relationships and love. And predicts your fairy tale ending, okay? Allow your heart's expansive energy to pour into all of your connections. Bring gratitude and generosity into your life every day. My moon ritual card that came out was gratitude. So I found that interesting, yeah. And this is the second Ten of Cups that's come out today, too. The Ten of Cups came out in my meditation reading, because I had a different meaning at that time, but for my meditation reading, it had a different meaning. But this is the let's see, what reading? What? We're going to utilize the Soul Joy spread is one that she is referring to. So, and it goes like this. Can you see it? So the first card is the gift. To the gift. What can I give the world? So, to me, I live in a state of oneness by bringing harmony and love to my relationships. What you can give the world is your love, your emotional fulfillment, filling your cup up first. That is the gift that you give the world, is applying grounding yourself, making sure that you're filling in safe mode and filling your own cup first before you engage with your day. That is the gift that you can give the world. It's being in your full embodiment of emotional fulfillment. And what can I illuminate for others? Came the King of Pentacles in reverse is the what can I illuminate for others that came up. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. I dream my endless potential into existence with steady desire and effort. So, obsessing over riches, seeking status, greed, a need to balance the material, spiritual. So, what can I illuminate for others? Is how to balance the material with the spiritual. That is what I believe that's true to what I'm doing here as the Atom Seed, or as the 13th pillar carrying the Atom Seed, is I am I'm trying to fill a need in the world to be a bridge from the material to the spiritual by introducing Keylontic science and the Cathara true tree of life into the grid, and hoping that people will understand that science and spirituality are one and the same. Spirituality is science. How can how can science not lead to God and not reveal him if there's a true creator, and how is there not a creator, right? So the illumination, what can I illuminate for others? Or no. Where can my lessons of joy be uncovered? So the lessons of joy that can be uncovered are in the Tower, the reverse Tower card. So you can uncover your lessons of joy in the Tower, the reverse Tower, which states, in chaos, I move forward toward the brightest light. Then come out reverse, a life becoming stale, refusing to change, fear of the unknown, avoided a disaster, denial. It's magic in the disguise of unpredictability. Ain't that true? So your lessons of joy can be uncovered in what is it that you're in denial of? What is it that you are avoiding? That's how you reveal your lessons of joy. Is whatever you are resisting in your life, whatever you're finding is causing resistance in your life and conflict, is how you will break through to discover what lights you up. You got to be present with it. You got to get out of denial. Now, I give court cards and major arcana cards a voice. Let me go grab the deck that I use. I apologize for not being prepared. put it on 31, the star. So what does the King of Pentacles want to say? What does the King of Pentacles want to say? He's expressing the need to balance the material with the spirituality. That's what the King of Reverse is here to say. Well, is here for him, and he is saying it through the male card of the Dreaming Way Lenormand deck. Man, the man. And the man, which is 28, which is the confidence of the trusting friend in the Chaldean numerological system. 28 is the confidence of the trusting friend as dictated by the wheel of destiny, governed by the sun, the divine intelligence. And 28, the man. So the King of Pentacles in reverse, we have a need to balance material with spirituality, seeking status or being greedy, right? Obsessing over riches, being greedy is the King of Pentacles in reverse. And he's speaking, what he has to say about is the man, the masculine energy, significant male figure, logic, and assertion. So using logic, the masculine aspect, is how you can upright this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is representing somebody who has greedy intentions, who doesn't know how to have balance in the material and spiritual world, obsesses over money. And that's a masculine aspect. That's being too much in the male aspect, the logic. And this actually says to me, too, speaking about the situation I'm in, Douglas is this King of Pentacles in reverse. This person that aggressively, verbally, what came at me yesterday, and who I need to get away from now, and has totally disrupted my foundation and my stability. But it was never really stable to begin with. He's never been true to his word, and he's lacked integrity from the beginning. I just now have come to full circle of knowing that that's it. So he is a man in my life that is obsessed with riches and is greedy and cannot balance spiritual and material. And that's how I take that. That's very personal to me. So the Tower in reverse. What would you like to say, Tower? Tower in reverse. What would you like to say, Tower? What would you like to say, Tower? Ooh, 10, cutting away. So it's 2 10s. Well, that's 3 10s. That's 10, 10, 10 on the board at the moment. 10, 10, 10. So we have 3 rotations of the Wheel of Destiny present here, as governed by the sun, the divine intelligence. And the 10, the scythe, is cutting away. It is cutting away. It is sharp, suddenness, severance, decisive action, separation. And it's a warning. So the Tower in reverse sits here, right? And it's speaking the scythe. The Tower in reverse So, in this reading, the Tower in reverse is speaking upon the fear of the unknown and being given a chance to avoid disaster. So the fear of the unknown, if I cut away, by cutting away what isn't meant for us, you can avoid disaster by cutting away anything that's greedy, anything that's I'm kind of struggling with this today. I'm going to admit that my channeling I'm struggling a little bit today. I'm grounded and I've utilized mantras and I've showed up in my safe mode and can you clarify this Ten of Pentacles real fast? I feel like I may be misreading. Did I pick the wrong spread? Can you please clarify this Ten of Pentacles? Where are we going with this? So 20. 20 is the number of awakening in the Chaldean numerological system. Awakening to the call of the divine mission. Twenty is the garden. Community, socializing, public life, networking, group interaction, environment. Okay, so I think I got the true interpretation. So the past card, or the Ten of Cups is the situation card. The Ten of Cups is a situation. I'm going to disregard the soul joy because I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't flowing. And given the clarification cards, it wasn't adding up. So the Ten of Cups is the situation. Emotional fulfillment. You have achieved emotional fulfillment. And it's speaking the garden, community, networking. This is emotional fulfillment. I am networking my emotional fulfillment. The obstacle is the King of Pentacles. It's this greedy person in my life. It's a greedy person. Greed. It's somebody who's imbalanced with the material and the spiritual world, who doesn't flow in affluence. And this person is definitely a male figure in my life. And apply this to your life. This is a collective reading. I just do it personal because that's the energy that I'm in. And this is the journey that I'm on. So clearly, this is confirmation that the person in my life, this King of Pentacles, is the man that I need to move away from. And that's what this Tower is telling me. This Tower is telling me I can avoid disaster. I can avoid, it's time for me to move on from the situation. Avoiding disaster. Being afraid of the unknown. The guidance is to avoid disaster. The guidance in the Tower reverse is don't refuse to change, avoid disaster by cutting away, by severing, separating myself from the situation. So it just confirms the reading that I had this morning from my gratitude reading, my whatever. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak. I don't like that. So now I'm going to pull a card from the Angel Oracle deck, the Angel Inspiration Oracle. Sorry, the book, I've had this deck a long time, so it's the Angel Inspiration deck. The Angel Inspiration deck. Cut it on Seek Wisdom. Seek wisdom. Forgiveness. Forgiveness. $38 is the integrity of the shield of truth. It's Balthiel, the angel of forgiveness, release, healing, moving on, right? So, holding grudges and watching revenge solves nothing. It traps us in a cycle of anger and resentment. Learning to forgive others is not only beneficial for the other person, but it allows you to heal and releases you from the perpetuating cycle of blame. Forgiving does not mean you need to forget what has been done, but it does allow both parties to move on in their lives. Forgiveness does not depend on both you and the other person forgiving simultaneously. The sooner you forgive or accept forgiveness from others, the sooner you can begin to heal. So basically it's just saying don't be hung up in the negative emotions and the lower vibrational bandwidth of holding on to things that don't belong to you. But people do, and their discomfort says more about them than it does you. And forgiveness releases both of you from bondage, from being in spiritual bondage. Not just you and not just them. It releases both of you from being in a spirit of bondage. And that's so true. Unforgiveness has been linked to heart problems, been linked to stomach problems, and chakra bondage. It is an absolute thing. When you harbor unforgiveness, you are blocking yourself from ascending and evolving. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, I'm going to be spending my day gathering up my things and loading up my car and figuring out what's important to me to take with me within the near future. Arrange my stuff here that I have to leave. I'm going to try to keep it locked in my room. I'm going to condense my stuff. Looks like I'm going to be getting rid of things. I have a massage table to sell and a massage chair that somehow I misplaced the cushions for it. I can sell it though. I'm probably not going to get, I don't know what to do. I need money. I've got 2 Costco gift cards that I could use for gas. I'm an established resident at the Glendale condo that I came to help him clear out his mom's condo she's been dead for 2 years. And I've done all the work. He paid me $2,000 when I first got here, and I've definitely earned that $2,000 above and beyond. He refuses to give me any money now, and so I'm refusing to do any work for him now because I'm not going to work and not get paid. So I have to figure out a way of income, and I don't know what that's going to look like because I came here thinking that I was going to be supported in helping him, and all he's done is trap me and isolate me and keep me from being able to do anything that I need to do for myself, and then blame me. So that cycle's done. I have no expectations of a big happy family happening here anymore. I thought that was going to be I thought that I was going to acquire a family in this, which is why I came here. And clearly that is not the case. That's not what's happening. He has no desire. No desire. He just wants to use me. And when I don't respond the way he thinks I should, he attacks me. And then blames me for it. And he's been deceiving me. I found documentation. I have found proof that he is lying to me. And then when I asked him about it, now it's time for me to go. He was aggressive. I had to threaten to call the cops to get him away from me and lock myself in my room. And now it's time for me to leave. So that's what I'm going to do. It's been very clear. But I'm going to take my time about it, and I'm going to do it right. And he's going to let me. Because if he wants me out, he's going to have to cooperate with me or do it legally at this point. Because I didn't come here to lose everything. Trusting somebody. So I don't know what this is going to look like. I've been trying to get established with Social Security, but because I haven't been stable enough to even start seeing a doctor because of this person and the situation that he has had me in, and I've been patient, and I have been compliant, and I have been working with him. And all he's done is keep me isolated without being able to move. So now I am broadcasting. I'm making it known. I'm not keeping it secret. The struggle, I'm not misreading the situation. He is using me. He has no good intentions towards me. And the fact that I had to set a sexual boundary with him in the beginning, and that's when he cut me off. That's when his generosity ended. So clearly his intentions for me being here wasn't as pure as he presented them to be. And I'm going to act accordingly because I'm an adult. And I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here to be mistreated. I didn't come here to be lied to. I didn't come here to be stepped on and then taken advantage of simply because I won't have sex with a 67-year-old man who's married. I didn't come here for that. I came here because I thought he wanted to help me because he loved my mother. Turns out I just remind him of my mother. And brings out all of his feelings. And it's gross. I'm grossed out by it. So we're going to take a moment. Prime our nervous systems. put a malachite stone into my water to fuse it. Malachite is a good stone for working with the heart chakra. I carry it in a pouch in my bra. Make sure you swirl it to wake it up. And I usually have fruit in my jar, I usually have fruit in my carafe in my water as well, because the terpenes soaked into the water and structure it. And if the longer you let the fruit stay in the water, like leave it in the pitcher and refill it and drink it and refill it and leave the water in the pitcher to structure it, you get the terpenes from the rinds, because the rind of the fruit is the most potent. So when you put it in your water, when you slice it up and leave it in your water and let it be in your water for a couple days, it really just pulls the terpenes out of the rinds of the fruit. So like, I'm talking about basic fruit, oranges, grapefruit, lemon, lime, those sorts of things. Kiwi's good too. And you don't have to cut the rind out. You just slice it and put it in the water and keep it in the pitcher in the refrigerator. So we're going to swirl this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Donna no koshipari, dina no kotira mariunda. Baba kurira no dea. Thank you. Thank you for your clarity. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for illuminating intuition. I thank you. I use this carafe. This is an aquamarine carafe. I love it. So I'm going to take a moment. We're going to pull a card from the crystal deck. Hi, Janae. You caught me at the end. I've got to stay focused, though. Cut it on green fluorite. Learning, focus, and healing. So what crystal would you like us to work with today, Source? What will help us through this? What will help us through this? Aquamarine. So, of course, aquamarine comes up. That's my birthstone. It's my personal birthstone. And it's the carafe. I also have a raw aquamarine diamond that was given to me by a friend a long time ago that I carry in my purse, alongside a meteorite that I found in my mom's stuff after she would pass away. And I held onto it. It's proof that I am not of this world. So we got the aquamarine stone for today to finalize to work with today. And I find that personally satisfying for my own journey with everything. So clarity, calmness, and insight. I mean, how more perfect can that be? So it's a water element. Clearly, it's the throat chakra. And aquamarine, counted among the most popular gemstones, is a greenish blue member of the beryl family, referred to as the mermaid stone. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I just learned something new. Its name is rooted in two Latin words, aqua meaning water and marina meaning of the sea. The aquamarine is intricately linked to water, not just through its name, but also in its captivating blue hues and its symbolic meaning. The gemstone is renowned for its ability to calm anxiety, facilitate deep meditation, and enhance emotional clarity. Acting as a supportive anchor for your mental and emotional well-being, aquamarine effectively washes away negativity and judgment. You use it for meditation during stressful situations and when navigating conflicts or disagreements. so on point, so perfect. Where to put it, wear it as a necklace to keep it close to your throat chakra, or throughout the day. I have moonstone around my neck though. Special. So like the sea, I am deep, I am serene, and I am powerful. So just to finish, just to tie it up, today our self-care for the day is playfulness. Where are we in our heart center? We need to be playful. Play with the child. Children are your greatest teachers. Listen to your inner child. Your inner child is your D4, your heart center. What makes you light up? What makes your joy light up inside? Playfulness, that's the self-care for today. And I need to apply this for myself because I'm packing up my stuff and deciding what I'm doing. I need to remember that I don't have to take myself so seriously. I can take my time and I can act accordingly within my own self, regardless of what's going on around me. And I learned that. And yesterday, I got to exercise that, and I got to do something different. And I did. So, and that's anchored in truth, you guys. Make sure your playfulness is anchored in truth so it's not a distraction. So it's not distracting you from whatever it is that you should be doing and paying attention to. Because sometimes we do that. We use playfulness, which isn't true joy, to distract us from what we should be focusing on, right? I know I do. Video games. That's my play. That's what I use as a big distractor is video games. So I haven't even set up my PlayStation in the 7 months that I've been here though. So, and just because you're feeling it doesn't mean it's true, right? 90-second rule. Let it pass and then tap into your heart center to find out the truth of it, to figure out what is actually being said through the feeling. And today I am as focused as a cat with a laser pointer. And that just makes me laugh because I've been kind of focused since I got up this morning. So the playfulness card was a reminder that just because my situation is poopy at the moment doesn't mean I have to be poopy. I don't have to be poopy because the situation is poopy. So, for the situation, I have achieved emotional fulfillment within myself and my community. Bringing you into my life and doing these live broadcasts is my emotional fulfillment. It's my community. It's my networking family. It's how I'm going to navigate what I'm going through by sharing it with you. By being here present with it and saying, hi, I'm not perfect, I'm authentic, and I'm transparent, but I need you because you guys are my family. You guys are my emotional fulfillment. You guys are what helped me keep going as a 13th pillar. And that is proven by the garden card from the Dreaming While Little Morning. The garden card represents community, networking. So see, this is the purpose of my live broadcast. See, and I'm understanding now, I started these live broadcasts before the conflict started, but now I know that the live broadcast is going to be part of where I get to navigate the conflict that I'm in with you guys. This is the way I'm connecting to my one great big happy family for emotional fulfillment. Networking. You guys are my support network. And the obstacle that I'm facing is this King of Pentacles in reverse. This greedy person. Thank you. This greedy person who can't balance spiritual and with the material realm, who is focused on money, obsessed with riches. And that was proved by the man card of the dream. This man, this person that in my life, this Douglas person. What he did to me was not okay. And it hasn't been okay for the last 6 months, 7 months. But today, or yesterday, full revelation. I can't deny it now. I know the truth. And so the guidance is the Tower in reverse. I get to avoid disaster by cutting this away. I get to avoid disaster, imminent disaster, by cutting away. Because I have the clarity that I need in order to do so. I know what I need to do next. And just because it's a poopy situation, forgiveness needs to be applied, because I don't have to be mad at him for what he's done, because he doesn't know better. He's just acting out in a role that he thinks that he needs to. Just because he's a poopy person doesn't mean I have to be poopy back. And when we harbor unforgiveness, all we do is keep ourselves in spiritual bondage. We can't evolve and ascend if we have unforgiveness towards other people, and you also keep them in bondage to you. Right. But when you're not forgiving others, you keep them tethered to you spiritually. In the energetic realm, you're keeping a cord between you and that other person, because you simply are harboring a grudge. You are creating and keeping a emotional, energetic cord between you and that person. And in doing so, you're keeping you both in bondage, in spiritual bondage, unable to evolve or ascend no matter how hard you try. Don't even matter if you're in safe mode. You guys, you can be safe mode all you want, but if you're harboring unforgiveness, you're not going to make any progress. Unforgiveness has been tied scientifically to heart problems and stomach problems directly. It affects us, our physical. We cannot unblock our chakras if we harbor unforgiveness. Period. Safe mode be damned. And that was a good reminder today for me. That was a good reminder for me. I don't have to harbor a grudge simply because it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Right? So with my aquamarine stone, which I do every day, I just got this. For me, this was just confirmation, because I work with it every day because it's my birthstone. And my meditation reading from this morning was confirmation that my clarity is on point. That what I see about the situation and my discernment of the situation is true. I may not know the reasons behind why he's acting the way he's acting and why he's deceiving me and manipulating me and lying to me, but it don't matter what the reasons are, because I know he is, without the shadow of a doubt now. And now I get to act accordingly. I get to say, okay, nope, enough is enough, and I get to separate myself from the situation. However that looks. I am no longer obligated to try to make this work. Thank God. So now I get to focus on what is going to work for me. Where do I go from here? And what I do know is that I am established as a resident at the Glendale condo that I have packed up for him. My mail goes there. I'm established resident there. My social services, my food stamp case, and my Medi-Cal case, that's the address that's on my case. And it's a half an hour north of here. I am no longer, the Atom Seed has been activated. The code is activated within me, so I am no longer need to be in the Faraday cage environment. I can move. I can go wherever I want. I'm called now the mobile. I looked into the prophecy. It's a mobile vector carrying the Atom Seed. I just needed to be here for the Atom Seed to be activated because of the intensity of the currency within my body. Well, now I've stabilized that currency. So now I can move. I can go somewhere. And we're on day 24 of I believe 24. Yeah, day 24. I'm 181 days clean, and we are on day 24 of the gestation of the Atom Seed. So the Atom Seed has a heartbeat. It's got its own heartbeat, and its nervous system is about to be fully developed and working on its own. Not quite, but it's almost there. The tube at the top of the nervous system is still open, but the nervous system has been developed now, and it's about to be shut off. But its heart is beating. It's got its own circulatory system working. I've had some fluttering in my body, some weird pain right above my pelvic floor, some step up. It almost felt like you remember when in the 90s when we had those old computers and we had to do the defrag in order for them to work right, and you could watch the defrag, right, and how it filling in the gaps of the pixels. And you can watch how it stacks up. Well, I had that same kind of feeling along my happy trail, right? I had a stacking up feeling that ended in a really strong pressure in the bottom of my pelvic floor the other day, and something that I've never felt before. Well, the pressure on the pelvic floor, I can't say that I have not felt before because I've been pregnant, and that it was that kind of pressure. And I'm still hoping that I'm not crazy about the idea of what I'm thinking, but I know that my Partika counterpart is in fact impregnated with the Adam seed, regardless of it manifesting in the third dimension. I'm just as above, so below. So I'm really trying to apply these concepts that I'm learning about the Chelonic science and what they say about the ethereal world and everything. And I'm really trying to stand in that truth, even though it seems insane and illogical. But the research tells me that it's not. And if it could happen in the day of, when Jesus Christ walked, because of the idea of the immaculate birth. And the thing is, he wasn't the only immaculate birth during that timeline. There was 2 Yeshuas born and Miriam, and they were all immaculate births. And so was Jesus Christ's mother. Mary was an immaculate birth, and so was, Anyways, basically, they were organic 3D printers, is what it turned out. But they had their true DNA, 12-strand DNA potential fully online and activated in order to do so. And it was a genetic coding that they carried within their own personal DNA. Once they activated and stabilized their DNA strands, that enabled them to become organic 3D printers of those male broadcasters, or those male avatar broadcasters. So the science adds up. The research I've done, it adds up. Okay? I'm really not insane for thinking the way I'm thinking by being aligned with this truth. And this is the only thing that feels the truest within my body. It's the only thing that resonates as the truth for me, for my truth. So I'm walking this out. So I want to thank you guys. Thank you for being here with me today. I've got some things I need to move forward on. I need to avoid disaster. I need to cut away the situation. So I'm going to take the time to do that. And I've made the decision that regardless of what's happening, where I'm at when I'm broadcasting, you guys are my happy family, my network, my community, my garden. You're invited into my life through this. This is the only way I know how to successfully navigate what I'm going through and not feel scared and alone. And I know and I trust the Spirit's going to come through. A dam is going to break, and I'm going to be okay. I trust it. I'm going to be okay. Thank you for walking this out with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for giving me the advice and being present with me. I appreciate it. So, lots of light and love. Enjoy your Thursday. This is Thoughtful Thursday. This is a thoughtful Thursday. So, much love and light. And I might be on later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.